Hey Fox and Scissors, thank you for your comment. So you said, could you do a video about releasing the connection to a person, an ex, whatever it might be, essentially like a cord cutting. Now there's various ways to do this. Some people might call it spell work, some people might go to somebody that does spell work, but it is something that energetically you can work with yourself as well. It's all about intention, okay? Whenever you're doing even a tarot reading, candle work, a cleanse, whatever you might be doing, anything, well, all of us are energy, everything is energy. It's all about the intention that you're setting behind what you plan to do, okay? Now, if you're planning to try and cut some emotional tie to somebody or connection with somebody, you have to be in a place where you're fully ready to let that go. Because if you're not, and you're doing it because you're hoping it's going to make them come back, or you're hoping it's going to have some kind of positive spin on it, then it's not going to work that way, okay? So give yourself time to be fully ready and fully come to terms with the fact that you are ready to let that person go. And if you don't speak to them again, and if you don't see them again, you're at peace with that, okay? You can do it a couple of ways. You can kind of get into a very calm state, like meditative state. You can kind of visualize the other person, visualize like a silver thread between you and them. You don't want to cut it. You want to kind of draw it. You want to draw it out, or draw it out of yourself, as it were, and kind of do it in a peaceful way. You don't necessarily want to see it as a cut. Some people do, some people don't. I'm a reiki practitioner. I work with energy. For me, it would be, gradually kind of pulling it and pulling it and pulling it and releasing it that way. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to never, you're going to instantly not hear from them, or you're going to instantly feel better. It may be something that you want to repeat more than once. Another way you can do it is get 2 candles. One of them is going to represent you. One of them is going to represent the other person. You can even carve the names of the date of births on the candles. You can dress the candles with different herbs and spices, but I won't go into that in this video. You can then put a piece of cord around both candles. You want your candles to be nice and stable. You put a piece of cord around both candles, tie a knot. You want it to be even, evenly from the top kind of thing. You don't want it to be at an angle. Nice and straight. Light both candles with the intention that you're both going to cut that cord. When the flame burns the cord, the release will happen. Now with candle work, it's really interesting. You might even want to set your phone up to film it on a time lapse to see which side catches first. Does one person appear to hang on? Does one person appear to not want to let go? Is the wax leaking from one towards the other? Is one standing stronger for longer? Is one tipping over? Is one burning much stronger?